Hello Sagittarius, thank you for tuning into your general read. For the main part of this read, I'm actually going to use the De Lima Tarot by Renata Lechner. I was using 2 oracle cards, I'm realizing, 2 oracle decks for the first 3 I did, which were all the water signs. So I'm not going to do that because I felt like it was redundant. One of those was this one, the Psychic Tarot of the For the Heart oracle deck by John Holland. Yes. It says it's a tarot deck, but it don't feel like a tarot deck to me. So I was using that with another oracle deck, and it just was seeming very redundant. So I'm going to switch it up and do the De Lima Tarot with the Psychic Tarot here. Psychic Tarot. It doesn't feel like a tarot deck to me. It just doesn't. So that's what's going on. In case you saw one of the other water reads and you're wondering why I switched up the decks, that's why. Because it says it's a tarot deck. It just doesn't feel like one to me. It really doesn't. But that's me. You may feel differently. Alright, so I got these down. What are we coming into, Sagittarius? What are we coming into is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is usually very strong communication, a great idea, the kicking off point. This can almost be, I'm kind of getting like a signing of a contract in a way. I don't usually connect that with this card, but that's what I'm seeing. So we can go with that, that's fine. Because I feel like I'm getting like it's the beginning, like it's like putting your name down on paper, like I am committed to this. I am going forward with this. I feel for somebody that has to be clicking. It has to, because it's coming through very strongly. Signing something, either like accepting a job, you know, buying a house, putting your name on something. You're putting your name on something. Somebody's putting their name on something. But for those of you who didn't sign something, it's basically putting it, you know, kicking the situation off. It's the verbal connection to like, I'm going to do this. It's verbally agreeing to start something. It's like talking this out with somebody, or even to yourself saying, I'm going to go forward with this, committing to it. Am I off track? No. Are we good? Okay. There's like some negative energy seemed to be creeping in a little bit, because I'm getting maybe there was some anxiety, and just like to combat the anxiety, you just like said, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go forward. All right. So that's where this came from. Either signing something or just putting that verbal connection, even if it was just to yourself. I'm doing this. I'm all in. I'm committed to it going forward. You did. You went forward with it. You did it. I'm getting the 3 of Cups is what comes in next. Whatever you committed to, other people were connected to it, and I'm getting this. It started off with a bang. It feels like it started off really well. I'm getting the connections you have with others, even if you were just helping others. I don't feel like that's right for most of you, but if that was the case, that's great. But I'm getting like other people are involved. I'm getting you inspired other people to keep going forward, or to catch into your idea or your situation. You got a lot of support. That's the short of it. And I'm getting like, as this went forward, you got a lot of support, but you weren't really sure how that was going to land. It's almost like you had some people backing you on the idea, and you weren't questioning that they had your back or they were backing you. You just weren't sure if it was really going to work out, if they were going to be able to help you or support you the way you needed. Like, it's like people saying, yeah, I'll help you out with that, but like you were questioning, like, what can you really help me with? Like, as time went forward, I'm getting like it became more apparent how really good this support was. Not that it wasn't wanted or it wasn't valuable, but like exactly how much that was going to pay off was not apparent to begin with. Okay, now the wheel went your way, and success and growth came in with judgment. Like all this came in at once. The wheel is on your side, things going your way. Success and growth is kind of bleeding into the judgment, which is coming in next. The people helping you really did help you a lot more than expected. At the very least, even if you saw the value of them going in, it still turned out a lot better than expected. You got a lot more help than you expected, a lot more support than you expected. Now, there's a kicker with this. Because at first it feels good. A lot more support, a lot more help, success and growth. This is going great. The thing is, as it keeps going forward, I'm getting like the control or the vision where you think this is going seems to, it's like either the control is going out of your hands or the where you thought this was going is going, it's the course is changing. The course is changing one way or another. Because I'm getting the Nine of Swords, and I'm getting like this is not going where you thought this was going. It is in the action line, but I'm getting this is how you're affected by the action line. It feels more about you. Things are going off course from what you expected was going to happen. You still have a lot of support, but I'm getting that support and that success is taking a life of its own. And people who are helping you or were helping you to begin with are kind of taken over. And this is going in a different direction. People are making decisions. People are taking this thing off the original course that you thought this was going to head. And I'm getting like the other side has the Seven of Pentacles. People have ideas and they're trying to move it in a certain direction. They're trying to move it in what they believe is a better direction. The Seven of Pentacles is it hasn't completely happened yet, but I'm getting you're having that Nine of Swords regret moment. Like the regret is like maybe you got too many people involved and it's kind of getting out of your hands. But I'm getting the situation hasn't completely gone off course yet, but it's heading off course at this point. It's kind of like if you're on a highway and you see the next exit is going here and they're in the lane to get off, you haven't gone far enough down that to where you can't come out of it, but you're seeing it's definitely, if you stay the course you're going, you're going to end up getting off this exit. You still have time to put it back on the main road if you want to, but how to do that? That's I feel like this is what this is saying. You see it heading off course, and you're seeing the exit come, and if it hits that, you're off the road. It's off. You're off. You're going in a different direction. But you still have time to put it back on the main road. You still have time. What comes in next with this situation is strength. You have the Two of Swords on your side, and what's connecting them is manifest. And I'm getting it's kind of like a synergetic moment with the manifest. It's not just you manifesting things on your own, but working with the people who are helping you. And I'm getting the strength is like you have to come forward with it where you think this should be going. And it's almost like we're on this road because I'm going to San Diego. We're going to San Diego, and San Diego is straight ahead on this road. And it's almost like the other people are like, yeah, well, San Diego sounded nice, but you really wanted the beach. And I don't feel like that's the best way to go to get to the beach. It's closest to San Diego. I don't even know if San Diego is on the coast. I'm going to be honest. I'm just using that as an example because I'm thinking that might be wrong. But the point is somebody's like, well, yeah, but your end goal wasn't to get to actually San Diego. It was to get to a beach. And if you go this way, this is better. This is a better option because there's one closer and it's much more nicer. I feel like you have to talk out where the situation is going and why you want it to go there. Because I'm getting there's negotiations going on and there's co-manifesting here. I don't feel like it, because it kind of connects the two of you, like you with whoever you're working with, whoever these people are. Because I'm getting like it's changing. The situation still seems like it's changing, but it's all about you putting forth like what the end goal is, what you want from the situation, what needs to happen. And you probably are going to have to change direction a little bit, but if you end up in a spot to where the result is still favorable for what you're looking for, you'll be okay, but you need to put that forward, what you want and why you want it. For example, if there's a specific beach you're going to, just for argument's sake, and it's close to San Diego, for argument's sake, because it could be completely crazy, I know that. Like there's somebody there, there's a person there that I need to talk to, and they're on that beach, and that's why I want to go that beach. And you got to say, well, that's why I want to go there. That's what's there. That's important. And they're like, well, maybe we can talk to that person. Maybe they can meet us halfway instead. And you're like, I feel like you're going to be like, I don't really want that. But there are other options here that need to be worked out. Because I'm getting the Two of Swords here. I'm getting you're not getting everything you want, but you got to negotiate to get at least the major points. It's not a complete stalemate. It may feel like it, but I'm getting like you have to fight to get what you want out of it. You're not going to get everything you want. The situation's still going to change, but it needs to work out at least to the point where, the major points have been successfully taken care of. And I'm getting you're going to have to negotiate with these people. I don't feel like this is anybody being negative. I just feel like other people have an idea that this could work out better for everybody if things were changed a little bit. I just feel like that's not your original vision about where this is going. This is not what you set out to do. But you have to negotiate with these people so that everybody can be happy and still get a positive result. I feel like that's how it's ending up. I know that doesn't seem ideal, but I feel like it can be okay. I can feel like it can be an okay resolution. But you're going to have to fight for it. Not fight like getting angry fight, but just like keep pushing forward what you want, that type of fight. It's not going to be like a difficult like tooth and nail fight, but just kind of like constantly pushing forward what you want, constantly making sure that like, things are as online as possible, and just getting like, this is what the goal was, this is what I want, this is what I need. For example, if it's like you're going to the certain destination to see this person, and they're like, well, let's talk to that person and see if they're willing to meet us halfway. I'm getting you're not going to like that, for example. You don't like that resolution, but it may circumvent the situation and still bring about the end goal that you're looking for. All right, I don't feel like I need to talk this to death anymore. Let's wrap this up. Or is there anything else with this? What else do we have with this? See, I'm getting like the manifestation here, the manifesting, the co-creating manifesting, yeah. I feel like what you need to do is really get in line and like get everybody, like you might even have to like flat out write out what your goals are and why you set out and what your point was to the whole situation. This is why I started this. These were my goals. This is what I want. And you might have to even point out, you know, I asked for help to achieve these goals. If I don't achieve these goals, this didn't work, like this wasn't worth it for me. I don't feel like you're trying to make that be mean, but you might have to be really direct. Because I'm getting, if people understand, like, I wanted your help to get to these goals, to achieve these goals, and by changing this, these goals aren't going to be met, that's kind of nullifying this whole situation. Like, if you make that point to people, I feel like they'll get the point, and they're like, oh, well, yeah, I want to help you, and the whole point was to make this easier for you, and you need these goals, like, all right, let's see what we can do to help you meet your goals. Because I feel like you're going to get a little bit more understanding. That's the word I want to use. You're going to get a little bit more understanding if you can say, like, this was my original goal. This is why I had these goals, and this is why I asked for your help to attain these goals. If we do this, I'm going to miss out on most of my goals. And that's like this whole situation is not working out. That's not why I asked for help. I asked for help to achieve these goals. I feel like you get a lot more understanding, and I feel people more going towards your way and trying to manifest what you want and trying to make your goal happen. It's more sympathetic to your needs. That's what I'm feeling. I was trying to get away from that word, but it's more understanding / sympathetic to your needs. And I feel like that helps. All right, now we're done. Okay. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead and shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.